All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach wa Malaki Washai. That is to say, Yahweh being named the Heavenly Father, who the world will call God, and Yahweh Shai being named His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is Brother Kasadia from WFI Jersey, Philly. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we providing a quick Watchman alert, update prophecy video, and let you know what's happening in the earth and why you must keep watch, because all hell is about to break loose. Now, as you see on the screen, we do have our official Watchman for Israel Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it, X or Twitter. And, through the spirit, we're going to continue to bring out, retweeting different things that we see through the spirit, prophecy updates. Most High willing, we'll have some classes on here as well. And Lord willing, much more. We uploaded a few clips, nothing major through the spirit, but it's about to really get active. So if you're not subscribed or you're not following us already, definitely follow us, I should say. All praise and glory to Yahweh Shem El Shai. Now, I want to talk to you about what's happening as we speak. And you can even see it's flashing on the screen. This is live. This is 2:51 p.m. Well, I'm not live streaming, but this is a live updates and the things that's happening in the earth. I just want to do a quick recap on everything, right? So this guy, his name is Mario Nafal, right? It's a lot going on. I want to do a recap on the past 12 hours, or really the past 24 hours, because I'm going to go through his post, and then I'm going to also link it up and show you exactly what's going on as well as we speak, right? So about 12 hours ago or so, one of the things that happened is Iran, they're now violent retaliation against Israel. If you don't know, on Monday, 7 of Iran's top military generals were killed. Right, they have 8 top men, and 7 of the 8 was killed. The only one that's left is their supreme leader right now, Nasir, or however you pronounce that man's name. Right, so it says a billboard with a photo of the brigadier general appeared. Mohammed Zahidi with a stark message in Hebrew: "We will punish you and make you regret." Right, so if you don't know, this is very important because Iran, biblically speaking, is from the Medo-Persian Empire. And when you read even in prophecy in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, which we will get, Lord willing, they play a vital and crucial role in what's going to take place in these last days, right? And Lord willing, let's see, a lot's going on. Lord willing, you take heed of those things, right? And we're going to show you. Right, so I'm going to get number 2. It says, Iran is reportedly preparing a 12,000 strong force in Jordan as part of the Islamic resistance in Jordan. Our IRGC, which is one of their militias, we will soon witness further daily attacks against Israel, and the resistance front will fulfill its duty. So they're speaking boldly. These are stark warnings and severe updates that they're making out in the earth. Now, it's a little more. Right, so it says NATO, they plans for five more years of war. The Belgian foreign minister, he said the heads of NATO foreign affairs agencies will discuss at a meeting in Brussels the creation of $100 billion fund for the supply of weapons to Kiev, which is Ukraine, over 5 years. So they want 5 more years of war in damn Ukraine. And we know the Most High is going to turn it upon our head. Right, the Lord's He's not going to allow our counsel to come to pass unless the Most High wants it to happen. Right, but He's going to destroy them. He's going to destroy these heathen. Right, we're going to continue on. Number 4, Russia is saying that NATO wants a Cold War. Their foreign minister is saying NATO has returned to the Cold War mentality in relations with Russia. There is no room for NATO in a new multipolar world, but the bloc will remain in our force. Right, so they are speaking boldly as well. All these different nations in the past 24 hours or so, because this was retweeted last night, right? So this is last night at 8:28 p.m. Right, so I'm gonna say again, like in the last 24 hours or so, all these different alerts and updates have been going on. And we normally do a Watchman for Watchman Wednesday to do these type of alerts. We weren't able to do so last night, but nevertheless, we back with it, on a quicker update to let you know what's happening at this very hour. And we got 5 minutes away to the hour of prayer, right? So Lord willing, if you do receive this video very shortly, you throwing up, your prayers that you have to throw up, and you also throwing up curses on these nations that the Most High brings these nations to war so we can get the hell out of here. Number 5, it says, the U.S. to Iran, they're saying we will not hesitate to defend our personnel. This was an attack in which we had no involvement or advanced knowledge to resume their attacks on U.S. personnel. Iran, number 6, Iran to U.S., you are as guilty as Israel. So listen to that. Iran is saying to America that they're just as guilty as Israel is. And we know they are, because they're back behind Israel. Israel runs America. And not us being Israel, but these false Israelis, these fake Jews, these Amalekites that stole your nationality, these Haman likes. If you got ears to hear, damn Haman, regenerated again. Says the United States is responsible for all crimes committed by the Israeli regime. And on Monday there was I forget how many F-35 fighter jets that destroyed, but they killed, them 7 leaders right over in Iran. Now, 2 days prior to that, America actually, I believe if it wasn't Saturday, then it was Sunday, where they announced they approved, I believe it was like a $35 billion sale of those F-35 fighter jets over to Israel. So my point is, the same fighter jets that killed the leaders in Iran from Israel, right, were given to Israel via America. That's like if somebody killed your cousin and this the exact brother that actually sold that your cousin, or it's like it sold that brother the gun that killed your cousin. Of course, you're going to be mad even with the brother that sold the gun to your cousin, or it's like it sold the gun to go kill your cousin. Right? If that made sense. Lord willing, you have ears to hear. Because they're just as guilty. That's why you got all these damn shootings that's going on, these mass shootings, and they're trying to say, well, why don't we stop the guns as being, why are people able to even purchase these guns? Let's take away the Second Amendment right, so now you can't bear arms. Because they're trying to get to the root cause. The root cause is that these guns are out here. Although guns don't just shoot people. They don't walk and talk and do things like that. It's the people that have the guns, of course. But nevertheless, you have people that's doing these mass protests to try to get rid of the NRA, or really just machine guns in general, and stopping that and being in the streets, and really just guns in general, I should say. But those guns didn't kill those people. It's the people that had it. But again, their point is that they want to stop people from even purchasing it. So Iran is like, look, America, y'all just as guilty, because y'all are the ones that sold the guns, or really these fighter jets, over to Israel. Right? So number 7, it says Israel has ordered the evacuation of its embassy in Azerbaijan, which is nestled between Russia and Iran. Right? Number 8, 77 people were trapped in Taiwan after a massive 7.2 earthquake that also resulted in at least 9 deaths and nearly 900 injuries. Yeah, if you didn't check that out, the Lord said these different things are going to be taking place in the last days. This is how you know we in the end, right? This is how the Most High is speaking to you in the earth, that he's going to bring forth more earthquakes. Because how does the earth just randomly shake? And we don't want to hear that scientific breakdown, because science is not God, right? That's man's version of trying to make understanding of different things that the Most High does. They literally, in a science field, they take the Most High out of it and try to make sense of it on a man level, using different spirits and demons to induce them into putting forth this false understanding. So number 9, it says Russia denies the U.S. warned them about Moscow terror attack. They're saying we are so tired of their endless misinformation. Now, hold on. Let me make sure this is actually still recording. Okay, calm. So like I was saying, number 9, It says Russia denies the U.S. Warned them about the Moscow terrorist attack. They said we are so tired of their endless misinformation, and that took place, a few weeks ago now, damn near, really earlier last week. Earlier last week, by the time you're watching this, that had took place. So you got these damn back-to-back attacks, both on Russia and Iran. Number 9, Khamenei, however you pronounce his man's name, he said the defeat of the Zionist regime in Gaza will continue, and this regime will be close to decline and dissolution. Of course, they will be slapped with this action. So all in all, these are the quickest updates right there, and we're going to go into a little bit more because, like I mentioned, there was things that was dropping as we were actually going into it. Now let's go over here, right? Let's show why all this is important. As you know, the second Ezra chapter 9, I'm gonna get verse 4 or verse 2. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? Because the Lord set these different things out from the beginning of the world, and they're happening as we speak. This is how you know the Most High is true. This is how you know the Lord word is true and that he's true because he called them from the beginning. Right? This is the book of Isaiah 44 and verse 7. And who as I shall call and shall declare it and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people, and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show unto them. Right? So no one is able to bear witness and say that they were, able to say things happen, 10,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, and it's happening right now. None other than the Most High himself. The Lord set these things up from the foundation, and they're playing out right now on the earth. This is all of the will of Yahweh by Shem Mashiach Malaki Bashai. The Lord from the very foundation of the world told us what's going to happen in the last days, and they're happening. Now, one of the prophecies is not happening. Right? They're all going to come to pass because the Most High's word is true. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra real quick. Chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and the end is manifest. So what you're seeing is the end. It's being made plain upon tables that we're in the last days. This isn't the middle of the world. We're not waiting for, we're in the last. We're in the last of the last days. You understand? And the Most High is going to continue to show these things by different prophecies that's taking place. So everything that's going on right now, right, with this whole Iran situation, there's different war fronts that's going on. You got the China, Taiwan. You got North Korea, South Korea, even North Korea and Japan. You got Russia, Ukraine. Those are big. I mean, they're huge even, right? But it's not to a level of what we got to keep watch over between what's happening with these Israelis. The reason why I say that is because there's biblical prophecy on where the chief war of World War III is going to take place. And that's going to be over by that same region where they're at right now. By Saudi Arabia, by Iran, by Israel, the so-called Middle East. The Valley of Jehoshaphat is literally in the land of Israel or the borders of Israel. So you're going to have chief of the World War III taking place in that region. This is why we got to keep watch over that specifically. And these other things, they're all huge, big, right? They all play an integral role in what's going to happen with World War III. But definitely make sure you're watching whatever is happening with Iran. Iran, they've been doing a lot of talking. But now it don't really seem like they're doing much talking. Now it seems like they turn up the notch. And we'll show you. So this is about an hour ago. There's rockets that's been taking place over there in Gaza. If you don't notice, I'm going to go down real quick and show you. This is 2 days ago. It says, Iran supreme leader, this guy right here, this man, right, that guy, has ordered the armed forces to punish Israel for its airstrikes on Iranian consulate in Syria, because this took place over in Syria. Right? This took place over in Syria. Now, let me show you something else. You have, it's about 18 hours ago, there was a massive explosion at an arms deposit of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in Rask, Iran. This is the IRGC, which is a group for Iran. Now, like I just showed you, it says there's a massive explosion at their arms deposit. So this is where they keep their weapons. Who did this? Who's going against Iran right now? Was it a random event? We understand that this is damn Israel, the Israelis. They attacked Iran and blew 18 hours ago, last night. They blew up their damn arms deposit. So imagine you about to go to war with somebody and you randomly find, even in the ancient world, you have a room, you have an arms storage room, and you have all your weapons in there, or not all your weapons, but a great amount of your weapons are stored at one of your storage deposits, one of your spots where you have your arms at, your weapons, and it blows up. I mean, that's wicked. So now, of course, it's going to hinder you from fighting. It's not like they just make these things out of thin air. So this is definitely stirring up. Now it says a massive explosion and fire has been reported in Rask, Israel, or Iran, Salakia, located in Sistan and Baluchistan, province. It says it reportedly occurred at the arms depot of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is believed to have been claimed as captured by members of Sunni militant group Jash al-Adab. That was Satan. Salakia. Somebody try to call me. But continue. So it says they're saying that it was claimed by this Sunni militant group Jash al-Adab, whatever that is. It's unclear if there was any casualties in the explosion. This is what they're saying, but I mean, it comes hours after they're vowing to go ahead and destroy or punish Israel for those airstrikes. And supposedly now it's just some random military group that's coming against Iran. Okay. Yeah, we could believe that. So we also had 15 hours ago, said significant activity by helicopters and drones of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps had been noted over that same region that we just saw. Right? Now, here's where we really want to get to. Like I mentioned, the supreme leader of Iran is giving a prayer over the bodies of the 7 highest ranking IRGC officers that were killed by the Israeli F-35 in Damascus. And now you have reports of rockets being fired off. You also have Israel moving a lot of their F-16s to another area because they're expecting that Iran's about to attack with missiles. And 4 hours ago, the BRICS News is reporting this, so it's a variable source, or verified source, I should say. It says Iranian trucks crossed the border from Iraq into Syria carrying various types of weapons. What type of weapons are these? These are missiles. These are missile launchers. Things about to get active in these next coming hours. You definitely want to keep watch. You also have the United Arab Emirates. They suspend their diplomatic relations with Israel. And there's other reports that just came about. Let's deal with that right now. So this 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, an horrible vision in the appearance thereof from the east. So watch this vision, this breakdown that the Lord is about to show us, or has showed to Ezra to show to us. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and a multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. So who is the dragons of Arabia? What is it speaking about? Well, it's speaking about the Arab nations that's going to team up together. And they're under one umbrella known as BRICS. But the major umbrella that they're really under is being brought together via something known as the Arab League. The Arab League is a combination of these different Arab nations that's going to join together. Whether they're truly Persian, doesn't matter. Whether they're truly Ishmael, doesn't matter. they're going to join together under the umbrella as being Muslims, right? As being Muslims. You understand? So this is what we're looking at right now. Now, let's continue on. It says they're going to come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Let's go into what it means by Salakia. Damn Satan. Let's go into Carmanians. Right? So these Carmania is actually, it's talking about Iran. Right? So it shows you right here, Carmania is a Persian region. Carmania is a historic region that approximately corresponds to the current province of Kerman, Iran, and was a province of the Achaemenid, Seleucid, Parthian, and Sasanian empire. Right? So this is Iran. So when the Lord is speaking and saying that also the Carmanians, he's speaking about the Iranians today. This is prophecy, right? This is talking about the last days, right? So the Iranians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as wild boars of the wood. Of course, they're raging in wrath because we're seeing that 7 of their damn leaders were just killed. 7 of the highest leaders were just killed. 4 years ago, Donald Trump, he sent a drone strike and killed their second in command. So in the space of 4 years, 8 of their highest ranking officials, 8 of their highest ranking officials, both on a military level and a political level, were killed. This ain't no light matter. Stop playing games. You got brothers getting into different doctrines right now. Brothers trying to get rich right now. Brothers trying to take, 1,000 wives right now. Brother, you better hold on to your garment, brother. Or the same way these men just went out, you gonna go out too. Stop playing with the Most High. This ain't a time to play with the Most High. It was never a time to play with the Most High. How much more right now? When you better be on your best behavior. The Lord about to bring death and destruction upon his earth. Nuclear missiles. I don't even think Jake really understand that. I mean, maybe this is just a joke that nations are ready to go to war with each other. I mean, yeah. I know you see this. So the Most High, he's stirring up these nations to go to war as we speak. I'm going to read on. Also, the Carmanians or Iranians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. They're about to come and destroy who? Israel, these Israelis. It says waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. We literally see the prophecy that they're traveling. Their trucks are crossing a border, Salakia. Them getting hype right through the Spirit came and speak. The trucks are crossing a border from Iraq and going into Syria. And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Now we know these Assyrians on a spiritual level is really talking about Esau. You got brothers saying, oh yeah, well, how's everything talking about Esau? Well, let's go to Isaiah, right? Let's go to Isaiah, the 10th chapter. You got to understand that these things, the Lord speaks in similitudes and visions. When he's talking about Babylon, he's not talking about Neo-Persian Babylon throughout the whole Bible. That is also a name that represents a spiritual place today. When he's talking about the sheep, he's not talking about literally sheep that's walking around and eating grass. Where are the sheep? So these different words, they have meanings behind them. They're called similitudes, meaning in a likeness of something else. So in a likeness of the Assyrian, how they ruled and they oppressed the earth, how they spoke bold and they were proud on the earth. Hey, the Lord, remember, before there was a Babylonian empire, it was known as the Neo-Babylonian Empire, which really has their roots with the Assyrians. And it just crossbreeded over. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. Why is the Lord saying that the Assyrians are known as the rod of his anger? When we know that Esau is the rod of the Lord's anger. He hates them. To say someone is the rod of your anger is the equivalent of saying you're the people that I hate. The rod of my anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. It says, I'll read on. It says, I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So the Lord used the Assyrian to bring judgment upon the earth, chiefly against his own people, Israel. Now, just as the Lord hates the Assyrians, but he also used them, it's the same way the Most High is using Esau, chiefly these Babylonians, and they're the rod in the Lord's anger, the hand of his indignation. Let's show that real quick. So the Lord, again, same way he used the Assyrians, although he hated them, he used them to destroy his people, to tread his people down. Same way he's going to do, he's doing so right now with the so-called white man. This Psalm chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the wicked is known as the Lord's sword. And we know that the wicked of the earth that oppresses in the earth, that covered the faces of the judges thereof, is none other than Esau. It says, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. It says, as for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. So we understand that the same spirit that these Assyrians is moving in is the same spirit that these Americans or Babylonians today are moving in. These Edomites are moving in. Let's get another precept to talk about these Assyrians. This is in Micah chapter 5 verse 4. And this man, right, it's talking about Yahweh Shai when you read the account. And this man shall be the peace when the Assyrian shall come into our land. And when he shall tread in our palaces, then shall we rise against him 7 shepherds and 8 principal men. This is not talking about the actual Assyrians are going to come over to our land and try to fight against us. This is actually going back to a prophecy in Ezekiel, the 38th and 39th chapters. Speaking of Gog and Magog and their leaders thereof, that's going to fight against us. Gog and Magog is not literally talking about those that lived in Gog and Magog. This is talking about Russia. This is talking about Turkey and their men that move with them. So chiefly, again, these Assyrians is going back to who? Esau. And they're going to try to fight against us when we're back in our land. Verse 6. It says, and they shall waste the land of Assyria with the sword, and the land of Nimrod and the entrances thereof. Thus shall he deliver us from the Assyrian when he cometh into our land, and when he treadeth within our borders. When did Yahweh Shai do this? When did Yahweh Shai be our defense and fight against the Assyrian when we were in our land? Nowhere in the New Testament did this take place. This is talking about when we're back in our homeland. This is biblical prophecy. And in that day, the Lord is going to fight against the Assyrians that try to come up against us. The Lord is going to destroy the land of Assyria, destroy the land of Nimrod. Is it literal? No, it's not talking about those literal lands. It's speaking of wherever these men are at. Because we're going to have to destroy the rest. After the new covenant is placed in the elect's heart, after they have their spiritual body and they have the laws placed in their minds, then there's going to have to be a time where there are hunters in the earth. It tells you that in Jeremiah 16:16. That's why the Lord said, precept precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You understand? So you get the full understanding. So back to this. Second Ezra. So this is the prophecy that's happening right now on the earth. That's the Most High is about to stir up right now on this earth. Right? The Lord is bringing this on the earth. Very shortly, very soon, this vision is going to take place and come to pass. The Lord is stirring up the spirit of these Iranians. The Lord is stirring up the spirit of the dragons of Arabia. The Most High is bringing these judgments upon the earth. You got biblical prophecies happen every day. And it's only going to continue as we get closer and closer to Yahweh Shai returning on the earth. So this is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 31. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. So the point is, the Lord's about to bring these different nations at the brink of World War III and fighting against one another and to bring these different judgments to pass. So this is not a time where we could be, I'm gonna actually get this other precept. This is not a time where you can be hitting the snooze button, right, on things that's truly happening in the earth. You can't look at the prophecies and turn that off and go back and then worry about the things that's happening in the world. This is a time you got to really be on your P's and Q's, yo. This is Isaiah 21 and verse 5. Prepare the table, watch in a watchtower. Right now, you should be preparing yourself. Getting your household in order. Getting your spirit in order. Looking at what's happening and keeping watch in a watchtower. It says, eat, drink, arise ye princes, and anoint the shield. What does it mean to anoint the shield? Meaning get ready for war. Get ready for bloodshed. Get ready for murder. Get ready for death and destruction in the earth. These are the things that's going to happen in the earth, and they're happening as we speak. For thus had Yahweh said unto me, go set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. And that's what we're doing. We're sitting upon a watchtower, and we're declaring the things that we're seeing in the earth. And there's more things that's happening in the earth. About 33 minutes ago, Israel has told America that it will respond to Iran if Tehran attacks. Now, you had shortly ago, I don't know if I can get it real quick. Shortly, you had America, you had sleepy Joe Biden, filthy, creepy Joe Biden. Damn, other words you want to say about Joe Biden, right? He was on a phone, and he was on a phone with Netanyahu, right, the prime minister of Israel right now. He was demanding an immediate ceasefire. Are they going to listen? Hell no. They said they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen. So now you have what we just saw, right? What we just saw. It says, where we at? They told them 34 minutes ago that, look, if they attack us, we're going to fight. I mean, it is what it is. 39 minutes ago, Israel shuts down several diplomatic missions temporarily due to heightened risk of Iranian attack. It says all Israeli embassies worldwide are on the highest alert. Now, this is from their state media. From their state media, they're on the highest attack. Or it's like a highest alert. So they're preparing that something's about to go down. Are you preparing? Let's get a little more. Let's see what else is happening. All right. And like I mentioned, definitely go ahead and follow at official WFI 12. This is the real account. There's another account that's out there that's not the real account. This is the official account. See the blue check mark. This is the account the brothers will be laboring on, making sure that we can update you through the spirit and what's happening in the earth. Now, let's see. I had a few different alerts that popped up. See what's going on over here. Okay, that's not. Let's check this out. Senior Israeli officials say they have made it clear to the U.S. It's about 6 minutes ago that they would have to respond if they were attacked by Iran. It also says 8 minutes ago that they say that Israel has indications that Iran may attack Israel from its territory using long-range ballistic missiles, drones, or cruise missiles. And that's what we showed you. We showed you that video or that picture earlier. Talking about all Israel and Israel, not too much longer. Now, this is about a day ago. This is how Israel feels, that if Israel's attacked, then America's attacked. They got this damn agreement. Essentially, this is why JFK was killed. He was killed because he didn't want to defend those Israelis, and they got him up out of there. A few different times, the CIA, Mossad, military leaders, they wanted JFK to do certain things that he wasn't comfortable with doing, as far as going to war with Russia, defending Israel in different attacks that they had, backing them economically. He didn't want to do those things, and he said no. You can go and check out videos or even go into, there's different books that's out there speaking on that in great matter, but I just wanted to provide you with the latest updates. There's something else we want to keep watch over. Supposedly, scientists and experts are raising alarms that there's a new virus, pandemic that's going to be 100 times worse than what you just saw back in 2019. So go ahead, Lord willing, you lock in, right? You lock in, you see what's happening. And you don't forget that all hell is about to break loose on the earth. And that the Most High told you these things from the very beginning. Got one last precept. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12. And I'm going to start at I'll start at 12. I'll start at 10. Right? It's Daniel. I'll start at 9. Right? It's Daniel chapter 12 and I start at 8. Salakia. Daniel chapter 12, verse 8. And I heard, but I understood not. You don't want to be like that. The Lord showing you in the earth what's about to happen. It says, and I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? So Daniel wanted to see what's happening in the earth was going to be the last things to happen in these days that we living upon, right? Because the Lord showed Daniel a great majority, a whole lot of what's happening in the earth, what's going to take place, what leaders are going to be set up, with damn empires are going to be established, what they're going to do to the children of Israel, what Jacob's trouble is all about, when that's going to take place. He showed them in the visions. Verse 10 or verse 9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. So these prophecies that the Most High had created, they were sealed up to the end days. And we going through these different books, we reading these different accounts. What is that showing you that's happening in the earth? These are now being revealed in the end days. Verse 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried. So the Lord said in the last days, many are going to be purified. Many are going to increase into righteousness, and many is going to be tried and made perfect. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. You don't want to be like that. Don't be one of those that's wicked, that's not going to understand, because you ain't take the time to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yashai and truly repent of your sins. Stop being proud. Understand you living in the last days. Now it's time to examine yourself and repent. But with that, of course, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Malaki Washai. Lord willing, was edified. Most High willing, you keep watching these last days. This brother Kesadia from W5 Jersey, Philly. Kwame Asharala. Shalom.